Douglas, and the assessment that I have chosen is the vertical jump. The sport that go along with this assessment I have chosen was rugby. My demonstrator for the day is my sister. She will perform the vertical jump. Before we do the test, we will do a warm-up, but before we do those things, I will give you a brief description of what the vertical jump is. The vertical jump falls under a high-speed muscular strength or maximal anaerobic muscular power or anaerobic power. This is the ability of muscle tissue to exert high force while contracting at high speed. Tests of such strength and power are of very short duration, are performed at maximal movement speeds, and produce very high power outputs. As explosive exercise tests take about 1 second, while low speed maximal test strength tests generally require 2 to 4 seconds to complete. Phosphocreatine and adenosine triphosphate, also known as ATP, is stored in the active muscles are the primary energy sources for both types of tests. Maintaining correct technique or form is also important when measuring anaerobic power for both performance, validity, and safety reasons. At this time, we will begin the vertical jump. I will have the demonstrator begin with a quick 2 to 5 minute warm up to get her lower body ready for this high power experiment for the vertical jump. We will first start with some jumping jacks.
I put it on her?
Yes, whenever you're ready. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You will now do high knees. Go. Okay. And at this point, you can now touch your toes. That completes the warm-up. For the vertical jump, we will use this wall and a smooth wall with a high ceiling that's higher than the highest jumper's jumping height, a flat floor with good traction. Instead of chalk, I will be using note cards or index cards to place where the jumper hits the wall at her highest jump. And then we'll also use a measuring tape to measure her jump heights and permissible alternative or commercial device for vertical jumping or testing. The tester will jump at least 3 times and place her card on the wall for each jump. The athlete or the demonstrator will stand with the dominant shoulder about 6 inches from the wall and with both feet flat on the floor. You will reach as high as you possibly can with your dominant hand and mark the wall with the note card. The demonstrator will then lower the dominant hand and without a preparatory or stutter step perform a counter movement by quickly flexing the knees and hips, moving the trunk forward and downward, and swinging the arms backward. During the jump, the dominant arm will reach upward while the non-dominant arm moves downward relative to the body. At the highest point in the jump, the athlete places a second note card on the wall with the fingers of the dominant hand. Using a swiping motion of the fingers, the score is the vertical distance between the 2 note cards. And the best of the 3 trials is recorded to the nearest 0.5 inches or 1 centimeter. Are you ready to begin?
Sure.
This will be trial 1 for the vertical jump. Whenever you're ready. Make sure you flex your knees. Bend your knees, flex your hips, and force a lot of power as you extend your hand
To the highest point.
to the highest point.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Forward.
And this stay in your last trial. Make sure that you bend your knees a little bit more
Okay.
and try to reach as high as you possibly can on the wall.
Okay.
The demonstrator has now completed the vertical jump and the 3 trials have been done. Would you like to do them again?
No, good. Thank you. It's good.
Alright, and that concludes the vertical jump. Thank you.
Hit the button.
Yes.